This is what my hair looks like right now, and the habits that I'm about to share with you that I started doing took my hair from this to this. You might want to stick around to the end of the video because the habits are not in any particular order, and the one that might benefit you might be anywhere in the mix. In this video, I'm going to be sharing 8 habits that I started that has helped my 4C hair and also changed my length retention. I know you're going to be thinking, oh, she's going to tell me wash your hair, deep conditioning and all of that. Yes, all of that is important, but the points I'm going to be sharing are what has helped me, and you might just find some new things that you haven't heard before. Let's get into it. The first habit that has helped me is triple Threat Rosemary Ritual. I'm sure somebody will be wondering, what does that mean? Let me explain. So now I have incorporated rosemary into my routine, most especially on wash days, and not just wash days. So I have rosemary when I pre-poo my hair, rosemary when I wash my hair, rosemary when I style my hair. Scalp care, but scalp care that is focused mainly on rosemary. Let me explain. First of all, before I even explain what is rosemary, rosemary is known to help with blood circulation. Like if there's no blood circulation to your scalp, then the hair cannot grow from your scalp, right? So blood circulation is one of the benefits of using rosemary. I incorporate rosemary into my pre-poo before I detangle my hair. So I use rosemary in the pre-poo, ensure that I also use that pre-poo on my scalp. Then the second part where I infuse rosemary, or where you can find rosemary, is my scalp wash. So like if I've had a protective style for a long time and I need to clean or wash my hair, I use a master targeted scalp wash, and that master targeted scalp wash has rosemary in it, guys. It's not just rosemary, it has rosemary, mint and other ingredients, but the rosemary in it, amazing. Now once I'm done with wash day, the next step is I use a rosemary infused serum. Now that serum is the pattern serum. That is the serum I use on my scalp. I technically would oil my scalp once I have done my protective style, or when I'm doing my protective style, but I'm beginning to use a scalp serum instead of hair oils. Hair oils clog the pores, and the scalp serum is just amazing. It hydrates, but it also has rosemary in it, so it's more or less like I'm getting my scalp moving at every step of my hair routine. Now the scalp serum that I'm talking about, I do not wash the scalp serum off. So this is more or less like the serum that stays on my hair throughout my protective style, and once in a while I go back in to reapply my hair serum. That way my scalp is stimulated at every point in time to have blood flow, and with good blood flow, my scalp, which is the soil for my hair to grow, is nourished. I hope that makes sense. Now let me explain what this means. I have a 5 layering system that enables me to keep moisture in my hair, because I found out that if I over moisturize my hair, my strands become weak and brittle. So I found a system where I just use. Next thing I started doing, which is step number 2, is called a strategic moisture layer. 5 items to layer my moisture, and that moisture is locked in for 4 to 5 days. So what I basically do is I use my leave-in. After my leave-in, I go in with a second leave-in, and the second leave-in is flaxseed gel. Then after the flaxseed gel, I go in with my Carol's Daughter oil, and then I either go in with a cream or a mousse, depending on the protective style that is in my hair, and that way the moisture stays locked in. Guys, I do not have to re-moisturize my hair in the next 4 or maybe 5 days. Mind you, I'm still going to bed in my bonnet, in my satin scarf, and all of that good stuff. The third step that I started doing is finger detangling. Guys, finger detangling has saved my length retention. It has helped my natural hair journey be amazing. When I started, I didn't have a like finger detangling wasn't even a thing that I knew. I would always go in with a comb first, and I wouldn't even start like at the tip. I would start from the roots. But with finger detangling, I'm able to control how gentle I am with my hair, how patient I'm being with my hair. I'm not going in and just yanking at my hair, but I'm being patient and taking my time to remove like the shed hair or any tangles before I go in with a comb. Finger detangling is the best thing that has happened, or is one of the best things that has happened to my hair journey. Habit is going to be consistency with my night routine. So basically, I didn't know that when I don't sleep with a satin bonnet or maybe a satin scarf and I didn't have satin pillowcases, that I was causing a lot of friction to my hair. Not just friction, but also my hair would dry out because I was using maybe cotton, like a cotton bonnet, or in fact I didn't even know anything about that. Whatever bonnet I grabbed was what was going to be good for my hair at night. But now, before like going to bed, I consistently have a satin bonnet on my hair or a satin scarf, and now I have like satin pillowcases, because there are even times when your bonnet will come off when you sleep. And that way, having a satin pillowcase is just going to help with all of that friction and all of that rubbing of the hair. And my hair doesn't, I found out that when I go to bed with a bonnet, a satin bonnet, I do not lose moisture as much as when I don't. The next step is a step that everybody might not like to hear, but this is prioritizing health over length. Guys, this is a mentality thing, and I feel like getting trimmed is important. For me, I had to break down, I had to reduce the number of times that I put heat on my hair. So just as we have 4 seasons, right? Those 4 seasons, I kind of try to stretch my hair once in one season. So getting all that dead hair off is going to be amazing, because it takes away the part of where you have to deal with tangles during wash day. You have to deal with single strand knots, clip those dead ends. And as long as you're taking good care of your hair and you have like a particular routine, trust me, your hair is gonna grow, and you in particular are gonna be so happy with the fact that you're not tugging at your hair or tugging at your length. Health over length mentality was something that I had to start doing. I know there are times when you're like, oh my god, my hair is so long, what do I need this trim? Just look at your ends and find out where you need to trim your ends. I'm not like trim your ends every 4 months. No, everybody's hair is different, so you have to figure out what works for you. If you have gotten to this part of the video, you're the best. Please like, share, subscribe. Let's get back to it. Next habit that has really helped my hair journey is consistency. I'm gonna be honest, your hair is not just gonna grow overnight. You have to have a consistent routine. You have to take care of your hair. You have to put all of the steps that I have talked about before, because if you do not have these steps in place, then everything that you have been doing is a waste of time and a waste of energy. So be consistent with your routines, with the products that you use that are working for you. I'll give an example. Now I'm beginning to figure out I need to maybe start putting my hair in large or medium braids, because taking them out when they're so tiny is difficult, and I'm consistent doing that to improve my length retention. So be consistent, be patient. Your hair is not going to grow overnight. Guys, I am currently 5 years in the natural hair journey, and I did do the big chop. But this is the length of my hair in this twist out that I have on my hair. It took me 5 years to get to this point, and I'm still learning even as I go. This is the length of my hair. This is the length of my hair. This is the length of my hair. It's amazing how much consistency. This is the length of my hair. It's just amazing how consistency, patience can make a big difference. I started with, practically big chop. a big job that I didn't even plan to do because I had been relaxed all my life. If you also are interested in seeing that video, I'll be linking it up here. You can go watch it and just find out how I transitioned into the natural hair community, or how I became a 4C hair girl by force. So, ouch. So consistency, growth, and length, none of it happens overnight. Just keep going, just keep rocking, keep using the products, and you're gonna get there. Now, the 7th habit that I had to also continue or start doing was ensuring that for every single wash day, I pre-poo my hair. Guys, pre-poo has seen, I feel like I'm gonna be called the pre-poo lady right now, because pre-poo is the game changer in my natural hair journey. Prepoo took my hair from this to this. And Prepoo it's not just helping to remove just the shed hair and everything. If you're using flaxseed gel, has omega-3 fatty acids, it has amino acids, it has vitamin E, which are healthy, good stuff for the hair. And then now we even have the opportunity to add rosemary. Some people even add Ayurvedic oils or even Ayurvedic herbs, I think, into the water or whatever it is that they're going to use to prepare the Prepoo, and everybody is seeing amazing results. I didn't have Prepoo in my routine, never used it before, found out about Prepoo and I started using it. I was like, where has this been all my natural hair journey life? I started using Prepoo I would say at a year and a half ago, and my length retention game has been amazing. So pre-poo your hair, and for me, I do that pre-poo step before I enter the shower, because where I was having problems was in the shower. After my hair grew, I would use the shampoo, and we know clarifying shampoo has a way of, it strips the oils on the hair, and then it makes your hair to be in a situation, it puts the hair in the condition where it can easily mat up again. So that was where I was having a problem. Now when I use pre-poo before water even touches my hair, guys, it saves time. I'm no longer tugging at my hair. I'm no longer struggling or just frustrated with wash day. It changed everything for me. The 7th habit, which is the Prepoo Shield habit, you have to look at Prepoo like an umbrella. What do you mean? So umbrellas are waterproof, right? Excuse me. The same thing goes for raincoats. Raincoats are waterproof. So when I have rosemary and I also have olive oil in my Prepoo, those ingredients become like a waterproof barrier on the shaft of my hair, so that the harshness of the shampoo does not strip away all of the natural oils that my hair has. You look at when the rain falls, your umbrella doesn't get wet from the rain. The rain is just dropping and falling off the umbrella. Prepoo acts as like a barrier so that your hair strands are not entirely stripped of natural oils when you use a shampoo. And that is why I love Prepoo. Now, last but not the least is I started washing my hair in sections. The same sections that I use when I pre-poo my hair is the same sections I use in the shampooing process. Excuse me. In the shampooing process, in the conditioning process. Those are the steps. I put my hair in that section. I leave my hair. I have maybe like 8 sections on the left, 4 sections on the left, 4 sections on the right, or even more as my hair's getting longer now, or even maybe 8 or 6 here, 6 here, 6 on the left, 6 on the right. Washing, conditioning, doing everything in sections. That way I do not have to continuously cause mechanical damage to my hair, if that makes sense. Let me explain. If I have to wash my hair, I wash them in those sections that I used to pre-poo them. So when I go in with my shampoo, I'm not going back to detangle my hair. The only part where I go back to detangle my hair is when I put in the conditioner. So I go in, make sure that a conditioner is going down to every strand of my hair, brush it out, twist it back, brush it out, twist it back. Sectioning is amazing, and it just saves me all of that time where I had to continuously detangle my hair. For the strategic moisture cycling step, I have a video up on my channel sharing or showing you how I layer the product step by step. If you want to watch it, I'll be linking it to the video. I noticed a lot of people who are enjoying the videos that I make but they're not subscribed to the channel. Please subscribe. Share this video with somebody who might need it or whom you feel needs to hear something that they can learn. And there you have it. These are the habits that I started doing that have helped me. I also made a video on the habits that I stopped doing that has helped me, and if you're interested, that will be playing after this. For everyone who stuck to the end of the video, you guys are the best. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.